Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And this morning I want to come to y'all with a video talking about Donald Trump's speech in Long Island, how he endorsing police brutality. And when I saw this speech right there, man, it was really, you know what I mean, like dealing with like a lot of racially coded rhetoric that was up in there. I'm talking about the word these thugs and all that. And we already know the word thug is nothing but a substituted derogatory term for the word nigga anyway. And to me right there, man, for those officers in the back, man, to literally erupt in like praise and shit like that, is really going to be a sad day right there, man, because it's really going to put, we already know it's definitely going to put, people of color communities in a lot more danger. And, a lot of us are really going to be attacked much more. And we already know that we are living in, we are really living in a very big police state right about now. And we already know that the police officers out there, man, he really has given them the green lights to literally man, to allow them to do whatever they want, man. I'm talking about it's already bad enough the police brutality is going on to like communities of color, and also it's actually going on everywhere. But I'm talking about in particular, we already know they're going to be up in the ante towards communities of color, especially when it comes to the quote-unquote, black community and also the Latino community as well, man, because we already being attacked anyway. And we already know that Donald Trump has a very big track record, especially when it comes down to communities of color. If you look at the situation with the Central Park 5 back in the day, that was back like in the late 80s and the early 90s, Donald Trump, he was he wanted those African-American brothers, man, to be like literally be thrown up under the bus when it came to that case. How they said that 5 African-American men, raped a white woman, and come to find out, the case was, those brothers were found not guilty. So if you really take a look at like Donald Trump's history, man, he really is a big time bigot and a big time racist, and he's given the green light to these police officers. If you just listen to what he said, he talk about don't be too nice to him. He talking about throw him in there rough. So you already know, man, that's going to, that's a major light bulb that's going to go off in those cops' heads. And if you take a look at those cops that was over there in Long Island, it was not a single cop of African descent nor Latino descent that was over there, hearing Donald Trump in that speech. And it's a very sad day, man, especially to like a lot of police officers who want to be going out there, who's really genuine about, serving and protecting. Now, we already know most of them are not really serving and protecting anyway. And what we got to understand as a community, we are still looked upon as property. And if we looked upon as property, they're going to treat us as property because, the origin of the police, man, is nothing but slave patrol anyway. Just like how the girl Jamel Hill said on ESPN, and now she's going to be in trouble, but at the same time, she's telling the truth. So when these police officers now, man, it's like Donald Trump, man, he's really going to unleash them even more because we already know and understand, man, it's like, it's a part of that New World Order agenda, but I'm not going to go off on the handle on conspiracy theory, but I'm talking about, black and brown communities. We already know what that means. We already know that they're going to come in there and they're just going to like murder and brutalize us like it ain't nothing. It's really going to be, the ante is going to be up. So when they talk about they're going to be going in there, in these communities dealing with these thugs and these gangs, it's nothing but a code word for black and brown people anyway. We already know that. So we got to be very mindful and aware. And I'm going to tell you another thing as well. He has really put a major bullseye on these cops' backs, because eventually the people, man, are really going to get tired and they're going to start retaliating. Now, mind you, I'm not advocating for anything. I don't want anybody to like look at this video talking about he's up there talking about it's a war against cops, this, that, and the third. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that if the people are going to continuously to be oppressed, people are really going to get tired and they're going to start retaliating and attacking these police officers because people are already tired, and we start to see people that we really start to see people attacking back. So Donald Trump has to be really, really careful when it comes to dealing with these cops because, people are really going to get tired. I remember the days, my uncle was telling me about, back in the 70s, police was literally being attacked back in the 70s like it wasn't nothing. So Donald Trump, he's really got to be careful of what he is doing. But I'm telling to us, to my people, and to all other peoples of color, you know what I mean? We got to be real mindful and real careful that the police, man, they can do anything. They can do anything that they want now. They already going to be seizing people, property and all that, dealing with like the civil, the civil asset forfeiture and all that, to where they could just come over there and take your property, things of that nature. And for him to be like literally laughing about that, man, in front of that crowd, and when that crowd was cheering, it really made me angry and furious inside, because anytime you're going to have the president endorsing police brutality, you really put a lot of people on edge. He's put a lot of people on edge and all that. He's really, he just really made it harder for people to trust the police. It's already bad enough. I already know cops that don't trust the police anyway. They just use it as a ways and a means to make an end. But it's really a sad day. It's really a sad day, and it's definitely going to be really, really tough when dealing with the police, especially in the city, and just people all over the place. But I'm going to tell you another thing as well. Even white people, y'all better be careful as well. Caucasian people, you better be careful as well, because what makes you think that they would not attack you anyway? What makes you think that they would not attack you, especially when you look at the case of Justine Damond, who got killed by Muhammad Noor? You feel me? So they got to be careful as well. And if y'all not careful, I'm telling you, they're going to attack you outright. You understand where I'm coming from? But like I said, when I saw that speech, man, it just made my blood boil. And I said, man, they really going to up the ante, man. Donald Trump has given them the green light to just brutalize and do anything to them, to the American public. And we gotta be, we definitely gotta keep our eyes and our ears open. And I feel as though that we gotta start really policing ourselves, because most of these cops are nothing but race soldiers anyway, and most of these cops, man, they vigilantes. We can't even tell if these cops, we can't even tell if these people are cops or they gangbangers, man, or they just, real mean race soldiers. We can't even tell the difference. So, I just definitely say we got to keep our eyes and our ears open, man. We definitely got to be diligent and militant out there, man, because the police, man, they really have become such an armed gang. They the biggest gang right now in America. So I had to put together this video, man. So many thoughts that's going through my head through this video, man. But I had to put it out there, y'all. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. And I definitely appreciate the love. And this is B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.